Here I am. Do you know something? Do you know something else? Now, if you would, could you? And if you wouldn't, could you? Anal sex is a bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. Paid for sex today. Tesco customer service, come on, leaps and bounds. 368 club card points. Go back next month, they get £2.50 club card voucher. Experts say 1 in 10 men is gay. That may be so, but 10 in 1 gay man is just extravagant. My family is very strange, dysfunctional. It's okay now because I'm an adult and visiting day is only once a month. But it still affects me. I never had any real emotional support growing up for those important stages a young man goes through. I was very nervous when I lost my virginity. So were the other people at that bus stop. Our toilet was so clean though, you could eat your dinner off it. Well, we didn't have any plates. My dad was an affectionate man. He's got his own cell. We buried my grandmother last year. Hopefully she's dead by now. I remember coming out as a Buddhist. That's all we need, they said. First you're poor and now you're compassionate. But I'm okay now. I've got a fairly moderate and balanced outlook on life. Women are like buses. They're big, they're bendy, and you can't jump on and off them like you used to. I was in the park the other day and I saw these two old ladies taking their dogs for a walk. 2 old ladies in the park taking their dogs for a walk. And all of a sudden, broad daylight, they started mounting. Poor little doggies didn't know where to look. I went to a shop the other day and this shop assistant came over and said, "Can I help you? Can I help you?" I merely repeated what I've been saying all along. Help me, please, make it stop, ah! No, seriously. Overbearing customer service assistants, shop assistants, they irritate me, so I've prepared a few little responses. So now when they come over and say, "Can I help you?" I say, "No, not if my last experience is anything to go by. I'm afraid not, the doctor says it's terminal. Only if you know how to change a colostomy bag." Is Jesus with you as well? And my last one's my favourite. "No, it's okay, thank you. I'll take responsibility for my own orgasm." Thank you. There's been a recent survey. A 70s style trend is developing, apparently, amongst people in London. A 70s style trend. And that trend indicates that there is an increasing attraction towards short, fat, hairy men. Now, I question this finding. So, for scientific purposes, show of hands, who thinks I'm short, fat, and hairy? Okay, cancel the optician. Cancel the emergency optician. Who here is finding themselves increasingly attracted to me? Wow. Ooh, well, that's different. That's different. Because usually when I ask that question, thank you, stay around later. I've got plenty of love for everyone, and I've got a hairy back, so you're in for a fun night. Usually what happens when I say that is it all's deadly silence, and and I do what I always do when I don't score. I noticed. Thank you, madam. What usually happens is everyone stays silent and no one's interested, and I have the choice of going home alone or going to my local gay sauna. So I usually go to my local gay sauna. Now, my local gay sauna, I'm quite lucky, is run and managed by Camelot, the people that run the National Lottery. Now, you might not think that the company that makes dreams come true for a select few and Camelot actually would get on, but they do. You notice their influence as soon as you walk in the place. In the pool there'll always be a few young lovies having a lucky dip. There'll be a small, frightened-looking man hunched up with his fingers tightly crossed, and a large black man in leather standing behind him saying, "It could be you." You go into the sling room and there's the most almighty thunderbolt. You go into the rest lounge and they're doing the prize draw and the rollover on the coffee table. You go into the communal area and you can see the Euro Millions in action. And then when you finally do get home, there's time for just one last scratch card before bed. Change. Change. The Buddhists say everything changes. Everything changes. I've noticed it myself. I mean, you noticed that the president's just changed. Barack Obama's just got in, hasn't he? Thank goodness. I was pleased he got in. I just hope that he doesn't end up being one of those people that does help everyone except the short, fat, Jewish, hairy bastard, because then I'm fucked. You're all fine, and I'm going to help you and support you, and I'll come if you've got a crisis or a conflict, but if you're short, fat, and hairy, no, I'm sorry. Look at that seamless. Change happens. That's there. Okay, back on track. What do you say? Everything changes. That was a detour. No, I won't charge you extra for the detour for nothing. Everything changes. I mean, architecture changes. Clothing, fashions change. Social mores change. They change. My underwear changes twice a month, thank goodness. Otherwise, words change. The way we use words changes. The meaning, words that used to mean one thing now mean something else. Gay. Gay used to mean happy. To me it still does, and I'm never happier than when I've got a large stiff cock up my arse. It's that sort of audience. And I'm that sort of stand-up comic. I started a new job recently. And you know what it's like when you take on a new job. Will you be able to get in and out of the bank safely? Will the getaway car be in the right place? No, serious. You want to fit in, but still retain that sense of dignity as an individual. It's always nice when you make that first friend at a new job. It's still nice when his name's Aloysius III. He's very demonstrative with his hands when he talks. You go for lunch together, and all the waiters give you that knowing look. And when you do in fact order set menu number 1, they all look smug with themselves. You're feeling a bit self-conscious as you talk to Aloysius III, but you sort of relax and you realise you have got things in common. You talk about past loves, and you realise that you're a bit like modern buildings in that regard, offering full disabled access, toilets on all floors, and a creche. Which reminds you of the time where you bought a children's cookbook, braised, roasted, steamed. You talk about technology,